I'm the AfroSamurai.
Show off your Wu-Tang Clan shirt.
Wudang, you know what I mean? I'm not dude like, okay, I got a topic for the people, right? It's like this. So in ancient China, right, you had two major schools. You had the Wudang, aka the Wu-Tang, as it's now known today. But that's a mistranslation. It's actually, like I said, Wudang, sometimes known as Wudang. If you remember the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon movie, that's what you're talking about. You're talking about Wudang or Wudang art, you know what I mean? Then there was the Shaolin, which is more popularized and more famous and more known as a school of martial art in China as it stands. I think it's like the only school that's allowed to still practice martial arts and Buddhism in China, if they haven't eradicated that yet. But it's beside the point. But it's like me, I study Wudang art, but I have Shaolin discipline. And what I mean to say by that is that actually, I can't even say full Shaolin discipline, near full Shaolin discipline. Because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, I don't drink, I don't smoke, but I do eat meat, and I still engage in sexual relations, right? As per, like, the Shaolin monks wouldn't fuck with any of that at all. Like, they would, like, no meat, no women, no drinking, no smoking, nothing illicit, right? Whereas, like, the Wudang men, they were more like worldly. They would engage in drinking and smoking and, you know what I mean, all of that. So, like, me, I kind of like took like some of the factors of Shaolin discipline and applied it to Wudang art. Now, you might say, well, what art do I study? Well, the art that I study is Tai Chi. And Tai Chi is studied by both schools. But the origin of Tai Chi is in Taoism, and Taoism is more practiced by the Wudang than the Shaolin, because the Shaolin is more Buddhist, or is Buddhist, not more Buddhist, but is Buddhist. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Furthermore, I also study the art of Yoshinkan Aikido. Now, that art is very particular, and you have to give up your individual idiosyncrasies to actually understand and come to practice the art as it is in its pristine purity, through kata, form. Is something that I learned from Robert Mustard. He said, Robert Mustard. He said, learn the form, power will come. So as I get older in age and I lose the drive to build muscular power, I'm more concerned with building breath power. Everything that is akin to the alignment of the body and how to manipulate and work within the anatomy of the human body in order to overcome an opponent by a harmonious means. Because remember, Aikido means the way of harmony. So that's where I'm at, you know what I mean? I study the art of the samurai. I have partial Shaolin discipline with the backing of Wudang art. Because, like I said, there's two sword styles that I study. So the first sword style that I study is the Tai Chi sword. And my particular sword that I like is the Han Jian. So the Han Jian is the sword that was used in the movie Hero by Jet Li. That particular sword at 36 inches is what I use in that particular style, in that particular art. And several years ago, when I was about 21, I'm 36 now, I had engaged the police in a near fatal battle. And that's the sword that I had. And the sword that I had at that point in time, a girlfriend had bought me the sword. And when she went to the store to buy the sword, and she said it was a gift for somebody who practices the sword intensely, the store owner went into the back of the store and grabbed this sword. So the sword that he had grabbed had weighed like it was, I believe in the police report, it said that the sword had weighed 30 pounds. And I was swinging it like it weighed 1.5 pounds. And at that point in time, I had only weighed about 170 pounds. So the sword weighed more than my arm. And it just goes to show what can be done with the human body in the programming that can be applied to it, depending on what program you wish to abide by or abide in. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, if you believe in certain things that can either break limits or restrict you. So I'm saying, so it's like when you know something, that's empowerment. But that's neither here nor there, because knowing and believing, the true notion of believing is to forego assumption. You know, belief is only the first stage of what it is to embody something. You know what I mean? You have 3 levels. You have belief, faith, and fruition. And once you come to fruition, this means you have full understanding of what it is you're looking at, or what it is you're dealing with, or what it is you abide in. You know what I mean? So just remember that.